When boys were getting married, they would be symbolically cut from school. Marriages were often arranged by the bride and groom's parents. As you can see here, the lovely couple is tying their shirts together. This is how we get the term tying the knot when getting married. This act represents togetherness in marriage. And cheers for the happy
Good
couple.
weavers were blessed by the goddesses of love, youth, and flowers.
Trained at an early age, they were. Agave fiber was for lower class, cotton was for higher classes. This was done on the backstrap loom. They believed that the sun needed sacrifices of blood and humans. The person sacrificed was dressed to resemble gods. They often used slaves and prisoners of war for sacrificing. Some rituals included sacrifice, some did not. Laws in the Aztec Empire were based on religious beliefs. In local villages, groups of leaders and elders met to settle arguments. There were no jails, just cages where they waited to be put to death.
The Aztecs enjoyed music, ball games, and board games. They made their music with flutes, drums, and their voices. Their ball game was a combination of soccer and basketball. Their board games were like today's backgammon. From age 12, boys started to train in the army. The battles were started with loud war cries and drumming. They expanded the empire and wealth. There were two kinds of schools, the Calmecac and the Tepecali. The boys in the Calmecac were trained to be high priests and rulers. Students in Tepecali taught warfare and religious ceremonies. The girls were taught at home by their mothers to do household things.
Aztecs were mostly vegetarians. They went to work in the morning without any breakfast. In addition to corn, Aztecs ate beans, sweet potatoes, green beans, tomatoes, cactus, red peppers, and chili. Famine, which was starvation, was very common. Belonged to one of 7 classes. The highest class was rulers and other nobles. Tradesmen were middle class. A lower class was peasants. And the lowest class was slaves. National dress for men was loincloth. Nobles and warriors were decorated with many jewels. Women's everyday use was white clothing, but occasions were colorful with embroidery. Soldiers wore ponytails on top of their heads if they captured 3 prisoners. They were considered warriors giving birth. The midwife cared for the woman during delivery and labor. They took charge of the baby. If the mom died giving birth, it was like she died in a battle.
Aztec markets were large outdoor business places. It was a large square in front of the town's temple. Markets were every day in large towns and 5 days a week in small villages. At the market, food, animal skins, cloth, spices, dyes, building supplies, tools, medicines, and slaves were all for sale. What do you like to buy at Aztec markets?
Tomatoes?
It's good. What about you, sir?
I'm a guava fan myself.
Potatoes?
What kind of cloths do you like? Silk, cotton.
Taffeta.
What kind of slaves?
I'm sorry?
Slaves?
You like strong ones?
Or
Captains of
what are the
war.
choices?
And
Please cut me out.